Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it. That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you watch this on our mobile app, yay. Come on, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby, go download it. So wherever you get your apps from, it doesn't matter. Whether it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworths, Weebolts, Gold Blast. It doesn't matter where you get your apps from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go, so not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew. And I mean a slew of articles thanks to my man Clarence, Council the Third. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channels. If you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put it there next to all the big boys: Netflix, Hulu, Apple Plus, Prime, HBO Max Plus, Disney Plus, Stars. Oh yeah, Saturday, Friday, baby. Stars Friday. Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. The final season starts this Friday. That's what I'm talking about. But I digress. Download our channel to your television. Put us right there next to the big boys. You can watch us on a big screen. Hell, run a big screen, right, Mickey? Ficky, now. Now, you can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. And I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or our mobile app, if you have a question or comment on that platform, it'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best Chicago morning sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's see. Man, let's check the chat. It's going early. Cornelius Squalls, what up, sports owners? Cornelius. Charles McDavid is in the house. Charles, what up, Papa? I was just going through my pictures the other day and saw the picture of us from Soldier Field. That was good shit. Good shit. Michelle Walls in the Mickey Ficky house says, what up on a House Music Monday morning? Man, baby. Not that, man, I feel good. Good CrossFit workout this morning. No burpees. Good workout, man. I felt really, really good. My man Armando Emeterio, Lara Jr., my man Junior's in the house. What's up, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. Black Diamond's in the house. Top of the morning, gang, and bear the freak down. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. Shode is back in the house. Top of the morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Slick Rick is back in the house, baby. Good morning to all. And bear down. Rick Gonzalez is in the house. Bear down, baby. That's what we're talking about. Listen, I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. That. I don't know a lot about a lot. That, I can promise you. Man, we have a lot to talk. Woo! Got baseball to talk. Spring training is in full effect. Cubs are getting ready to get out of here, go to Tokyo, Japan. All right, White Sox, they're doing White Sox things. Bulls, Hawks, Bears, NFL draft. Shorty again, man. I'm sorry. You said you missed Friday show. I was traveling for my grandmother's funeral service Friday night. Yeah, so sorry again, man. Our condolences to you in the passing of your grandmother. Thoughts and prayers, man, to you and your family. So, more than understandable why you couldn't be here, bro. That's cool. But, man, we have a lot to talk, and I'm fired up about it. I am really, really fired up about today's show. We had I don't know if you saw it on Facebook. There was a post. It was about, I think it was a sergeant in the Army. He was giving a speech. He says, he goes, if you want to have a good day, just start by making your bed. And it sounds so small. Make my bed. How the hell am I going to have a good day by making my bed? Because it sets the tone, it sets the pattern for the day. You get up, what needs to be done first? You make your bed. You go to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, get out, get dressed. You've accomplished something pretty much initially as you woke up. So it sets the tone for the rest of the day for you to accomplish whatever you have to accomplish during that day. And I thought, I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. I mean, let me think about that. And sure enough, this morning I got up at 4 o'clock. All right. I didn't make my bed right away. I went to the bathroom, came back in, made my bed real quick. And man, it just sets the tone. It's a precursor to the day. Sounds small and insignificant. God, it makes a big difference. Then I had a great workout this morning. Man, I had a really good workout. I was fired up. I was sweating like a sweater. If you saw, I'm telling you, if you're not following me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook. I go live usually after my workouts. And man, I was sweating like a sweater, man. My whole shirt was wet. But it was all stuff in we did jump rope. We had dumbbell snatches from the ground. We did a little heavy today. We had wall walks where you walk your feet up the wall. It pretty much works your shoulders. You walk your feet up the wall. It's good stuff. And then I realized, man, I get to talk to you guys. I'm fired up. You guys are going to come and join me for a couple hours. And there's a lot to talk about, and we're going to have fun doing it. Rick, I work out 4 days a week. I go to cross, actually more than that, but Monday through 4 days during the week. Usually go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but depending on the workout on Wednesday, I'll look at those. Sometimes I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, go Friday. But I've been going a lot more on the weekends now too. So I'll go on a Saturday, and I try not to go Saturday and Sunday because that'll give me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, and that's 6 days in a row. You got to take a break. But yes, I do go often. The Plankster's in the building. What's up, Papa? He's checking in. He's like, good morning, Shawn. Sports owners, bear down. I know it, baby. Bear the freak down. We're going to talk a lot about the Bears and what I saw at the combine or watching the combine. I wasn't down in Indy. I couldn't find someone to stay with my mom. Otherwise, I would have been down in Indy. Well, next year, we're definitely going to be down there. Go to St. Elmo's, the steakhouse that everybody is so famous for everybody to go to. So we'll go check that out. But anyway, my man Jay Grizz checking in. What's up, Jay Grizz? He's like, yo, morning sports owners and SuperBack. What's up, Papa? How are you? Yeah, I saw your comment. It says, yeah, I make my kids make their bed every morning. Period. But man, it starts their day right. Now they've got something accomplished, and now they're in that mode. They're in finish mode. It sounds stupid. Something so small. But man, is it a big thing? Again, back to my coaching buddy, JJ Wright. You take care of little things, there are no big things. Just one little thing. Brush your teeth. One little thing. All right, wash your face in the morning. One little thing. Make your bed. Man, everything else just falls into place. Oh, snap. Aunt Ma's checking in. What up, baby? He's like, Shawn, good morning. Yes. I love it. Man. So we have a lot to talk, man, and it's Colts fans, you should be excited. You should be excited. You should really be excited. I know your guy didn't do anything yesterday. However, oh, snap. Levette Lee's checking in. Good morning, Mama. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Check Happy House Music Monday, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know, Cubs are getting ready to head. I think they're leaving next week to go to Japan, Tokyo, which is in Japan. And they have some good things going. Yeah, you didn't get Alex Bregman, but your guy Matt Shaw is the third baseman of the future, and he had his first preseason game yesterday. Now, he was 0 for 3. But I'll tell you what. Good contact on 2 of the balls. 2 of those pitches. Grounded a shirt. I was going to say short and first. That's who he grounded out to first and second time. First time he grounded out to short. Nice contact. Okay, the second time he came up, he grounded out to first. The third at bat had some drama to it. Bases were loaded. Could have gotten his first major league hit or spring training hit. Would have driven in probably 2 runs, depending if it was a gapper, maybe all 3, maybe would have cleared the bases. But definitely one, most likely 2 runs. And he pops up to the first base. Anticlimactic. But I'll tell you what, it's a good sign. His oblique muscles in there. They're doing a good thing with him. They're giving him every other day off. Or he's playing every other day. Just to make sure they don't strain his oblique. I get it. I mean, there's a lot of torque. Swinging, throwing the ball, running. I get it. So he's off today. But we'll be playing tomorrow. And just by the contact that you saw, you should be pretty excited. Of course, you're not going to hit a home run every single time or in your first game. It doesn't work that way all the time. It's not reality. But the fact is he had good contact. Fact is he's not overwhelmed. It's good to see. And he's going to go through his struggles, just like every other rookie. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be worth it. Pardon me. King Book of World checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Says salute, chat, and Shawn. Oh, when I sneezed, I just got cramp. Oh, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. Oh, goodness. Oh, I got to stretch because that hurt. I was just say it hurt. It just started cramping. And I'm drinking water, too, which is good workout today. But, guys, let's get to it, man. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. We got a lot of them. I forgot we got a lot. I got to hurry up. We got to go. Yeah, got to go. Guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show. It's called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, the first top of the morning topic. Let's see, which way do we go? Which way do we go? I will start here. The White Sox, baby. Tough one. Tough one for my boys. Yeah, they're White Sox. Stay at home. They're the visitors yesterday. They fall to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Those Dodgers 6-3. Davis Martin started the game, no decision. Man, 2 perfect innings. 2 innings pitches, no walks, no hits, 3 Ks. Man, he froze. When I say froze it, he froze it, Shohei Ohtani. I was very, very impressed. I was extremely, extremely impressed. You know, it was one of those things. The pitch was just nasty. The pitch was nasty, and I'll tell you what. Shohei didn't like it, but he walked off. Shohei's not the type of guy to show up and umpire. You know what I mean? He's very respectful of the game and of authority like that. But you got to see this. This is, wow. Let me take this down. And you have to see this. This is a nasty, nasty pitch. Peep this.
Payoff pitch, backdoor breaking ball, got him. So Ohtani strikes out, and there's one gone.
That was nasty.
He did not challenge the call.
Watch
Looking
this.
for a breaking ball, set outside corner. The ball just to the outside
Dipped
corner.
over.
Or breaking ball, got him.
Yeah, that was crazy. Not bad. Not a bad pitch by Davis Martin. This youngster's coming in. I'm liking it. I liked him last year. Okay, and I think he's gaining more confidence. Nick Maton 1 for 2 with a homer, his first of the year, driving in the second RBI of the spring. And Andrew Vaughn was 1 for 3, driving in his first RBI of the spring as well. Today, The White Sox are staying at Camelback Ranch, but they're the host team now. They're hosting the Oakland Athletics. Actually, the Vegas. What are they called now? Because they're going to be playing in Sacramento before they move to Vegas. Let's call them the A's. The White Sox host the A's at Camelback Ranch in Glendale, Arizona. First pitch today is at 2:05 p.m. Central. And I was mistaken. You cannot watch it on THSN. There we go. Let's get that out of there. But you can listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. Next top of the morning topic, Cubs. Cubs fall to the Cincinnati Reds yesterday 7-3. Boyd got the start. He got the loss. He's on 1 on the spring, 2 and a third innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 punch-outs. Ian Happ, 1 for 2 with a double, his third of the season, driving in his 11th, or his first ribby of the season, of the spring, excuse me. Allen was 2 for 3 with a double, his first of the spring, driving in his third RBI of spring. Baseball games don't stop. Starting today, the Cubs take on the Diamondbacks, Arizona Diamondbacks in Scottsdale, Arizona for their matchup today. First pitch is at 2:10 p.m. You can catch that game on their flagship station, 670 a.m. Wow, we got a whole bunch of comments here. Emma sticking up for suppose the rookie GM and he whipped on some moves. It happens, just learn and grow. Okay. Russell Webster checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Good to see you back. Said Armand Membo, 10th overall pick in this draft. He's another one. And another one. See anyone else? Okay. So that's it for the Cubbies. Yesterday, the Bulls. That's the next top of the morning topic. The Bulls fall to the Indiana Pacers. Man, that was a tough one. 127-122. I'm sorry, 127-112. Kobe White led the way with 26.7 rebounds. Josh Giddey. Didn't I tell you? Haven't I told you this dude flirts with a triple-double every game now? I'm really, really liking this game. 18 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Matas Buzel has contributed 18 points, 6 rebounds for the youngster. I love it. Now, unfortunately, I have some bad news to report. Bulls guard is Chicago's very own, Morgan Park's finest. Ayo DeSumo is out for the remainder of the season. He's going to have shoulder surgery, and his season is over. It's a tough one because everybody likes Ayo. You have seen the growth and the development of Ayo in this system, along with Kobe White. You just would have liked to have seen him finish the season strong to come up to start for next season. But unfortunately for Ayo, this season is done. That sucks. I feel for him, man. I feel for him. Keeping it moving. On Saturday, the Blackhawks. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Blackhawks beat the Anaheim Ducks and Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen's brother. You know what I'm talking about? You're old as hell. They beat them 6-3 out in Anaheim. Soderblom stopped 28 of 31 shots. Kaiser. That's his second goal of the season. Patrick Maroon, his fourth goal of the season. Table, Teravainen lit the lamp for the 14th time. Eric Reichel, his 6th time of the season. And Ryan Donato lit the lamp twice for his 20th and 21st goals of the year. Blackhawks took yesterday off. Came back home, and tonight they host the LA Kings at the United Center. Puck drop is at 7:30 p.m. Central. And so they go out to Cali. Play the Ducks, and then come home and play the LA Kings. That's funny. Interesting schedule, playoff schedule. But it is what it is. Puck drop is at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet, or you can listen to them on their flagship station, 7:20 a.m. Here's the thing that I'm really, really happy about. Next top of the morning topic. WNBA announced that the Chicago Sky, excuse me while I kiss the sky. The Sky will play two regular season games against the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark. Those two games have been moved from Wintrust Arena to the United Center. Those games are June 7th and July 27th. June 7th, July 27th. It's the first time a WNBA game is going to be held in the United Center. And Caitlin's the draw. Caitlin's the draw. Jay Grizz said Blackhawks traded Seth Jones over the weekend too, right? So yes, they did. Yes, they did. Seth Jones was traded. The Florida Panthers. He got a couple of nice prospects back. He requested a trade the week prior, I believe. Or maybe 2 weeks. And they acquiesced and got him. Got him a trade. But I'm fired up. It's going to be great having the Sky play at the United Center. Now, the question is, can they sell out? Caitlin Clark is definitely the attraction. I think the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry will put it over the top. I like that. Okay, I like that. The Sky are hoping to break this, according to Annie Kosovo of the Chicago Sun-Times. The Sky are looking to break their largest single-game attendance record of 16,444 set July 13th of 2016 against the LA Sparks at the Allstate Arena. So this isn't the first time. Well, remember that's where they were playing before they had this built. Wintrust Arena. But the United Center holds 21,000. So can they get that? That would be dope. If they can fill that place, that'll be dope. Is it me? And it could very well just be me. Let me take this down. Is it me, or there not seem to be as much hype about the WNBA this year? Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. I hope it is just me. I hope the hype is still there. I hope so. I would love for that to happen. I'd love for them to break the record, break their single game attendance record with at least 20,000. At least that'd be dope. If you get 18, great. Because remember, for so long at the Chicago Stadium, I wish I had something to give. Who remembers the official capacity at the old Chicago Stadium. Every time the Bulls would play, there'd be another sellout, and they'd announce this number every time because the Bulls were sold out for 10 years, 12 years in a row, something like that. Do you remember the official capacity number for capacity for a Bulls game? Whoever gets it, I will get you some. I will make sure you have something because that's a tough one. If you go back to that one, I'm impressed. I'd be very, very impressed. Listen, here's what we're gonna do. I got to take a quick break. I got to get the warden off to CrossFit. Give you guys a break from hearing my freaking voice for a couple of minutes. We come back. We're gonna finish up with a couple more topics on top of the morning. We'll talk a little baseball, a little basketball. At top of the hour, we'll get to the NFL scouting combine that just concluded yesterday down in Indianapolis. All right. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Move it!
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Collins was last to touch. They're not going to waste a challenge early, though. There's White. Good moves on Nimhard.
Yeah, nice move. Got the ball inside.
Shot blockers in the league. They are without Benedict Matherin. Second straight game he's missed with a wrist injury. Nice pass, Buzelis to Collins.
I'll tell you again, just high-low action.
Long distance pass. Too much room to cover. Good job by Phillips to recover defensively.
Lead of the clock, gotta go. Behind the back, Collins lets it fly. It hits!
Bang, bang, bang. Give me the hot sauce. Sack.
Another chance for the Bulls. Jones, lob for Buzelis.
Oh, nice play by TJ. Again, he set that up nicely. Took his time.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those comes courtesy of Chicago Sportsnet. Those are the Bullies from yesterday down in Naptown. Well, they're down in Naptown too with the draft. There you go, baby. Hey, baby. Here. Rick, 16,600. King Booker World, 16,229. Grizz, 26,000. Damn. He said if only you include standing room. Oh, that's way too big. The official capacity of the old Chicago Stadium for the Bulls played, 18,676. I remembered it because they would always, they would always talk about it. And today's attendance is something and such, because you knew it was a sellout. Like I said, the games were sold out. Bears were sold out the Bulls, excuse me. They were sold out for like 10 or 12 years. And, 18,676 was the official capacity. That's crazy. That is nutso. Let's see what else. What else we got? Peep this. So, according to Ian Rappaport, he's got his ear to the ground. According to Ian Rappaport, the Chicago Bears are expected to announce a new stadium. Their new stadium will end up being in Arlington Heights. The Bears are supposed to drop off or submit traffic displays or diagrams and how they're going to get it, how everything's going to work logistically. How people are going to get to and from the stadium, the traffic, the trains and everything like that. They're supposed to drop that off to here we go. All right, the guys are here for the warden. They're going to drop off those plans. So it looks like it is going to be in Arlington Heights. They already decided there was a tax break that was announced a couple weeks ago. They would work on the taxes. I'm still holding out. I know it's most likely going to be in Arlington, but man, I still want, if there's any way, shape, or form it could be on the lakefront, do it. It's just a different atmosphere. You don't want to go to Arlington Heights for a concert. Fudge. I'm going to go like Soldier Field. Who am I going to see at Soldier Field this year? I don't think anybody. I'm going to Milwaukee. See Billy Joel. I'm just going to make a night of it. Go out to dinner up there, grab a bite, catch the concert, grab a hotel room, and then come back in the morning. But that's apparent. So apparently it is. They got what they wanted. They're happy with the tax issue that they had a problem with, and they're gonna do it. Okay, good. Shovels will be in the dirt this year. That's what Kevin Warren said. And what's funny is we are in such a microwave society. It's got to be right now. I know, isn't it? Let's look at that again. That's funny. And the rendering. Jay Chris, your crazy ass. What the hell is that supposed to be? An ice cube? Oh, that's classic, bro. An ice cube. That's hilarious. Really? King Booker World said, I've been a Soldier Field for everything except the Bear game. Well, King Booker World, you got about 3 or 4 more years to go. before there'll be no more Bears games at Soldier Field. Mr. Shorty says, Booker, wow, I've only been at Soldier Field for one thing other than a Bears game, a concert. Yeah, so I've been there a few times. Bears games, obviously. I coached in the Prep Bowl back in 2010. We played there. My Curie Condors were the Public League champions. Saw Madonna there in high school. King Booker, I went to a damn XFL game. It was like minus 27 degrees. I left the third quarter. Was that the Chicago Enforcers? Oh, dude, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. And we also didn't I see who was at Guns N' Roses? I think GNR was at. I saw GNR at Soldier Field. And their what was the tour called? No Way in Hell tour. No Way in Hell tour. That was about 7-8 years ago when they first started going back. I remember it because that was the first time that Guns N' Roses was going back and on the road because they got back together. If you're a Guns N' Roses fan, many of us are of that age where we grew up in that, the big hair bands, and GNR was one of them. And I grew up, a lot of my guys listened to in the weight room and shit like that. And the reason they broke up was, yes, Junior, Who's That Girl tour, 1988. That's it. That's the one. We were there at the same time. Well, the reason Guns N' Roses broke up was because Slash. Oh, and I also saw a Chicago Fire game there as well. Shut up! Russell Webster was there too. That's classic. Oh, that's awesome. Emma says glam rock. The big hair band of the 80s. Actually, no, Slash had the hair. But anyway, Slash did a lot of work with Michael Jackson. All right, he did a lot of guitar work on Michael Jackson's songs, and Axl got pissed. Him and Axl fell out over that because Axl was sexually abused as a child. And so that they had a big falling out over it. Like, apparently it was like, how can you work with all the rumors that were going around about Michael Jackson, and Axl was sexually assaulted as a child, and they broke up. And a few years after the breakup, they asked if they would ever tour again, because that's where you make your money, is touring, not with your album, with your touring. And he said no way in hell. No, not in this lifetime. Not no in hell. Not in this lifetime. That's what he said. It was a not in this lifetime tour. So when asked by, I don't know what publication the reporter was from, they asked, would you guys ever consider going on tour again? And Axl Rose said, not in this lifetime. And so they named it the Not in This Lifetime tour because that was the quote that he said that they would never go on tour. So that was the first time they were back, and it was dope. See, I've been to concerts there. I didn't play in Soldier Field. I would have loved to have done that. That would have been a great thing. Because remember they used to have they started this after I graduated. They started having 3 games in like late August. 3 high school games to start the season. 3 Catholic League games they had, but we never. Again, that started after I graduated. I graduated in '89. My last playing season was '88, so they didn't have that. Because think about it, you rent it for the day. It's one price. You get 3 games. That's 6 different fan bases. That's 6 different fan bases you can charge in a Catholic League. Catholics always got to get their money. Catholic League, all you got to get their money. Jay Good says, I saw Notre Dame and lose to Northwestern, Soldier Field in '92. That was my last year of college. I graduated in '93. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, the NFL Combine is in the books. There were some good performances. Here's one of the things that is this our guy? Is this our guy? And I ask you that because he is. Here you go. What did I got? No, home. Here we go. So I ask you that because of this. Okay? Tell me you don't just tell me this is the kind of guy that you want on the Bears. Tell me this isn't the kind of guy you want as an offensive lineman. Just tell me that. Just tell me that. And I'll leave you alone. Listen to what he had to say at the Combine.
It's legal assault out there, and I love football because the brand of football that I play, guys not love football anymore, and I do that every down by really just giving them my all and letting them know I'm not going to let up. So I love the most about football out there, and I love football because
it's legal
the
assault.
Brand of football that I play, guys not love football anymore, and I do that.
It's legal assault out there. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Will Campbell had a great. He looked smooth out there, very smooth. Okay, Kelvin Banks, same thing. Those guys might be gone. There's still a good chance that those guys might be gone. So, if they're gone, I like this young man. I like Tyler Booker, 6'5", 325 out of Alabama. He's got an attitude, man. King Booker Will says his name is Booker, so yes. Shody says, I get the lakefront, it's beautiful, but Arlington Heights makes more sense for them monetarily, and I'm partial because it would be so much easier for me. Yeah, I don't give a shit about billionaires being it makes sense for them. All right? How many times, how long have they screwed us with bullshit repetitive cycles that aren't conducive to winning? So I'm not worried about it monetarily for them. They're a $6 billion franchise. They're okay. I would just like the lakefront. I couldn't give a rat's ass if it's monetarily better for them. Fuck them. All right, you get stupid. You're still messing in people's business. Ryan Poles wanted to fire Eberflus at the end of last season, and yet they ran up the poll and it said no, don't do it. So he couldn't fire him last year. That type of shit that I'm talking about. No. I don't care. I still love if Kevin Warren could somehow, some way keep it on the lakefront, that'd be great. It'd be great. Russell Webster. I love Booker, but Membu put up a 9.99 RAS score that has polls written all over it. Membu looked good yesterday. Membu looked real good yesterday. Oh, snap. Off the dub is back. What's going on, baby? We missed you. He's back at it, baby. Back here. Black Diamond says, I know where you're going, Shawn. Trade down it and get him if Graham isn't there. If Graham is there, you do not pass him up. Yeah. I don't think Black Diamond, I think you and I both know. I don't think Mason Graham's going to be there. Or are you talking about Jared Grant? No, that's Jared Grant. So you're talking about Mason Graham. Yeah, Mason Graham's not going to be there. I find it very, very, very difficult to see Mason Graham falling all the way to 10. Yeah, I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, hell, if Mason Graham's there, I get you. I'm there. But man, there's so many good offensive linemen that have come out or that are coming out in this draft. You know, here we go. I think I put it out yesterday. This is my top 4. And here's why this was my top 4. Son of a biscuit. Where did I post that then? Or was it just in my buddies group? Might have been just my buddies group. Yeah, it was. Okay. That's why. So my top 4 were this. I'll make a banner of it, so give me a second. Sorry. What the hell it was about. The reason I picked this last guy Will Campbell. I'd love to get Will Campbell. I like his attitude. He's played in the SEC. All right. Arguably the top tackle out. Arguably he's in the top 2 tackles. The number 2 guys, the other guy you'd argue is in the top 2 tackles, and that's Kyle Banks. What about Kyler Banks? Was it Kyler Banks? Kyle Banks. Okay. Kyle Banks. I don't even remember. You guys are going to tell me, I know. Kelvin. Or is it Kyle Banks? The hell's wrong with me, psycho? There we go. Those are the top 2 tackles in the draft. All right, and they said they would consider maybe bumping him inside. Like I said, I'm okay with the left tackle if you keep him for one more year, and that's Braxton Jones. The guard play is where we need. Tyler Booker, number 1 guard coming out this year. Attitude. They also talked about he's a leader. The leadership qualities of this young man. Leadership qualities of that young man. And then Ariante Ursary. And you're like, who? Tackle from Minnesota. They had a player survey in the Big Ten, and he was the one that people had the most problems with. He's the one tackle that most defensive ends, edge rushers, said they had the most problem with. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to be around in the second round, in round 2. Man, when you're getting a guy from a Big Ten or the SEC, even the ACC, and the people in that conference say this is the guy that gives them the most problems, I'm taking a long, hard look. So I'm going to go more into his tape in the next couple of weeks, because this is what the combine is for. All right, the Underwear Olympics, you're not going to tell me this guy can play because he's running around with no defender, running around with no receiver to cover, no offensive lineman to get by, no defensive lineman to hold out, no defensive lineman to knock down, to pancake, not pulling to knock down a linebacker. That's not what the combine's for. I don't need that. You don't get that at the combine. So don't tell me, oh my God, the combine is crazy. It solidifies your belief in these young men because you can see them now. Or it really opens your eyes to guys that you may have overlooked. You go to a smaller program, it's easier to get overlooked. Excuse me. It's easier to get overlooked. Now, exactly what I said about Ariante Ursary is what you guys should do and what a lot of people should do now. Like, wait a minute, I saw him. They said, because they mentioned that in the broadcast. And they're like, this is the guy that in the Big Ten, they said this was the guy that most edge rushers said they had a problem with. So now I got to go back and see, why is he so much of a problem? If he's a problem, because if coming out of you got those guys from Michigan who had to play him. You had Abdul Carter who had to play him. You got a whole bunch of studs that played this guy. And if this guy is the one to give everyone the most problems, I want to take a look at him. So the good thing about we were talking about it last week. One of the great things about the combine, best thing is it confirms what you've seen on film so far, but also allows you to say, hey, maybe I need to look at this guy. He's got good measurables, and maybe I didn't give him enough love because some people develop slowly. If he wasn't on your radar last year because he was behind someone, okay, it's easy to overlook him. Very easy. The lakefront would have cost the taxpayers, though, too, Shawn. No, the Bears were going to put up $2 billion for the stadium. I mean, even so, let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Everyone worries about, my taxpayer dollars. Okay. Think about all the other shit that they're doing. Think of all the money that people are skimming off the top. The aldermen, the city. At least we would have something for your dollar. All right, you're going to go there. You're going to go to a football game. You're going to go to a concert. You're going to go to whatever else they had decided to have there. The Big Ten championship game, the NCAA Final Four, WrestleManias. You're going to go to all these things. So there's your tax dollars at work. And you're still going to get taxed when you park. So I don't really, people talk about, I get it. but it's a money-making society. If you get something for it, like you'd have one of the top-notch or probably one of the best facilities in the NFL. We're going to get a Super Bowl because of it. See, that's the thing that sucks. It's like you're in Arlington Heights. Like the Super Bowl is going to be in Arlington Heights. Does Arlington Heights have the infrastructure? No. Where are people going to stay? Chicago. You know, what do you mean, Chris? Even the Super Bowl. I mean, that's where that's where if it's going to be in Arlington, people are going to stay out there. What are you going to do out there? They're going to stay in Chicago. They take the train out there. They'll drive out there. But we're going to get a Super Bowl because of a new stadium. Enclosed? Come on, man. Closed stadium? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I said, don't think they're going to have the Super Bowl here if they move to Arlington. Oh, they're going to have a Super Bowl. Oh, they'll have the Super Bowl. Hell yeah. That's one of the perks of getting a new stadium built is to have a Super Bowl. Yeah, they won't. Cornelius says Chicago businesses are going to lose a lot of money. They will lose money. I don't know about how much they're going to lose. Because if you're flying into, O'Hare, which would behoove you if you're coming out. I mean, it's the second largest airport and the busiest airport in the country after Atlanta's Hartsfield. You could stay in Rosemont. You can stay in Schaumburg. There's a lot of, you're right. You're right. And Rosemont's set up. Like, you don't need to leave Rosemont. You got all the hotels there. You got all the restaurants there. You got the outlet mall there. You don't need to leave Rosemont and take a 30-minute trip to Arlington Heights. I don't even know how far it is from Rosemont to Arlington Heights. 20 minutes? Off the dub. No, that's not going to be a retractable one. They already said it's a dome. It's not retractable. It's going to be field turf. That's what they're doing. Chris says, well, nobody wants to go to boring as Arlington. I agree. Shawn says it costs $4.7 billion for a new stadium and it's too costly for all taxpayers. Well, listen, it's only 2.7 because the Bears are going to put up $2 billion. 2.7 billion. The Bears are going to put up $2 billion for a new stadium. Then they're going to get help from other people, from the city, I think, because it's going to be jointly owned by the Bears and the city. That's where they're going to get their help. I get it. People talk about, they can have all this and all the land and everything. Cool. No one wants to go out to Arlington Heights. No one. Except the people who live out in Arlington Heights in the Northwest Burbs. Off the dub. You know how bad the police are out there for us? Well, just make sure you ain't out there when it ain't a Bear game. Make sure you ain't out there when there's no Bears game going on. And I hear you, and don't get me wrong, I understand all the positives. Cornelia said, once you get out there, you become a captive audience. See, the thing about it is now it's downtown, so people come from anywhere. Now it's to the north side, northwest suburbs. It's a long way for a lot of people. In the city, south side, south burbs, southwest burbs, Indiana. It seems like they're going. It's finally going to be Arlington Heights, but man, I'm still holding out hope, man. Keep my fingers and toes crossed that Kevin Warren can pull a rabbit out of his ass and get it on the lakefront. How awesome will that lakefront look? How awesome. With that stadium, you saw the renderings. The north part of the stadium would be glass looking out onto the skyline. King Booker World says, Arlington Heights, home of the Chicago Bears in medieval times. That's a Schaumburg, I think. You're fool. Rick says, I can't see Warren giving up on his city. I don't either, but here's why. Was he just using that as a ploy? As a leveraging tool or as leverage? Because remember, they bought the land before they hired Kevin Warren. Then they try and screw him over with the tax thing, and that's why Kevin was saying, well, guess what? We're going to the city. He was very adamant about it. Now, was it just a ploy? I don't know. But it got me fired up. It got me fired up. You know, and everyone, it's so funny, again, how we talk about the Stockholm Syndrome. For those of you who don't know what Stockholm Syndrome is, it's when you become empathetic to your people who kidnapped you or oppressed you, your oppressors. So you're like, oh, but they're good people. They feed me well. They take me to the bathroom. When you start having feelings for them. What have the Bears done for us? Except charge you 10% increase for season ticket holders after losing 10 games in a row this season. Through the market analytics that we've looked at. Get the fuck out of here. They're charging you 10% more for season ticket holders. I was with one of my guys. Chris, you were there. He said they went up a stack. $1,000. $1,000 they went up for his tickets. He's coming off a 10-game losing streak. Would have been 11 if he didn't win the last game. We'd still. And you're going to bump up ticket prices? $1,000? Shorty, and look at your face just cracked me up, Shawn. Yeah, Arlington Heights would be very fun to visit for a Super Bowl. For the Super Bowl, everyone will be going to Chicago. No, Rosemont will be packed. The city will be packed. Because remember, the NFL world is going to converge on it. Like they did Indy. King Booker World said, all my suburbs run together after Lombard. You know, so I'm not enough of the Stockholm Syndrome. You ain't done shit for me. If you had a good product and we're consistently perennial playoff participants, okay, I can see that. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done for me lately? Eddie Murphy, Janet Jackson. What have you done for me, Eddie? Chris says, we're going to have to bet all the skunks, deer, and other wildlife out there. Man, imagine a skunk gets run over or killed. King Book won't know what I'm talking about. Foo-foo. What have you done for me lately? You ain't done shit for us lately, except increase the prices of tickets for fans, giving us a shit product, giving us selecting coaches that can't coach. selecting players that can't play, giving big contracts to players who can't play. That's what you've done for us. You know, if the prices in Kansas City go up, can you bitch about it? No. When the Bulls tickets were the highest tickets in the NBA, could we bitch about it? No. Why? The Bulls were winning ships. We had Mike, we had Scotty, we had Horace, we had Rodman, we had Phil Jackson, we had Kerr, we had Paxson, we had Hodges, we had Stacey King. Give him the hot sauce, Funk. Uncle Cliffy, Cliff Livingston. We had all those guys. Did you care about the ticket prices? No, because you knew you were going to see a winner. You knew they were going to win. Blackhawks, 2013, 2010, 2013, 2015. Ticket price was through the roof. Think people cared? Nope. But the Bears want to charge you after they lose 10 games in a row this year. 10 games in a row. That's what they've done for us. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Shit, you damn right we had Jack Haley. That was Dennis Rodman's handler. Yeah, Shorty. The shitty part is that taxpayers will still be paying for Soldier Field, the bonds, after they're playing in Arlington Heights. So might as well play in the city then. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how they, and maybe it's probably just the land. Because they're pretty much landlocked. You know, there's, like I said, the McCormick Place is unavailable. It's owned by the Chicago Pier and Exposition Center. Let me double check. Let me get to the X. Who owns? Metropolitan Pier and Exposition Authority. Metropolitan Pier and Exposition Authority own McCormick Place. Like I said, that would have been Rick. Dude, you listen, huh? Warren loves his skyline and cranes. He always talks about the cranes. We got to get the cranes in the building. I walk in and I see cranes. I mean, it's building, it's commerce, development. Chris says you got one of the best skylines. No. Not one of. Take that one of out. Best skyline in the world. The chance to build a stadium where you look out at it while the teams play. What other stadium offers that in the NFL? I agree. No, a dome would have ruined that. No, you saw. Come on, Shorty. You saw the renderings. One whole side, the north side of the stadium was going to be glass. There you go. Here, this got me excited, and I know it just, to me, makes sense from a fan's perspective. I don't give a shit about the Hallis perspective. I don't. Sorry, baby. Don't. Okay, because you ain't. What have you done for me lately? Not much. Not much. But let's get back to it. Let's get to the combine. Let's talk about some of these people. Free agency too, because there was a big trade in the NFL. Huge trade. Huge. San Francisco 49ers traded disgruntled wide receiving superstar Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders for a 5th-round pick. 5th-round pick. Now, not only do you have scary Terry McLaurin to throw to, now you got Deebo Samuel that you can throw to, hand off to, screen to, shovel pass to. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with this joker. And Cliff Kingsbury has to be like this. Like Mr. Smithers or a villain. Sitting there with a villain rubbing his cat like what I could come up with. What can I concoct now? Is it going to work how Washington thinks? Don't think it's going to be a good addition to the franchise? Yeah, but here's the thing. Chris says Deebo is more worried about his wardrobe than him playing football. Well, Deebo, when you get to a spot that's winning, that curbs a lot of your selfish tendencies. All right, because they got a nice little culture over there now. They got a nice little culture over there. You add that to the mix. Now all good teams have at least 2 wide receivers. At least. Why do you think the Chiefs are trying to find that second one? Russell says now Deebo can sit on Washington's bench. He ain't sitting on Washington's bench. He ain't sitting on their bench. He's got a grip. His cap hit this year is a grip. Let's see. What's his contract? He got 1 year left. Know that. Let's see what his contract is. Wow, $15.8 million cap hit. Wow. Yeah, void. He'll be an unrestricted free agent, so he can void out the end of his deal. Chris says, I believe he doesn't want or care about football as much as he once did. A change of scenery can help. You know, when you get stuck in the same rut, and to your point, you said his body has taken a beating over the years. Yeah, which is exactly why. Now he doesn't have to do everything. Now you got Robinson at running back. Real good running back. As long as you don't get shot again. Got scary Terry McLaurin. I can't remember who their tight end is as well. So you got options. They're not going to ask you to do all that anymore. He's got help. Deebo's good but overrated. I think he's a really good player. I think he's a really good player. I mean, because of what Chris talked about, is him taking a beating. He could do everything. You know, jet sweeps, bubble screens, digs. You know, then he can run all the route tree, run the entire route tree as well. Thank you, Rick. Zach Ertz. There you go. Zach Ertz. Now there's a nice little tight end there as well. So you got help. That offense is nice. Didn't they just get to the NFC Championship game this year? Didn't Washington just get to the NFC Championship game this year? to face the Eagles? Didn't they face the Eagles in the NFC Championship game? Now, I agree. It's all going to depend on Debo's buy-in. It's all going to depend on Debo's buy-in. If you want to win, then check your ego at the door. Stop playing around. We're here to win. And I'll tell you what, because they got to the NFC Championship game, they got that mindset. They got that mindset. I'm telling you, they're not going to put up with any type of bullshit. Nor do they have to. You're a fool. He said, King Booker World said, I'm just still mad Debo helped beat me to championship one fantasy year. 1 year for fantasy football. That's why you don't like him? Washington's turning into a little Mickey Ficky problem, man. They're turning into a Mickey Ficky problem. But I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Because I like what the Bears have. Bears aren't that far off. We can redo this offensive line in a year. You draft Dahlman, 26 years old. Give him a 5-year deal. Man, now he's at 31. We don't got to worry about getting his replacement. Good health notwithstanding. We don't have to worry about getting his replacement for 5 years. In that time, we should get to and potentially win a Super Bowl in 5 years. We got the receivers. DJ's locked up. Rome's on a 5-year deal, or 4-year and an option, which they're going to take. Cole Kmet signed a deal before last season, I want to say. They got him locked up. So you need help on the line. You get Dalton. What if you get Will Campbell? 4 or 5 years, you can lock him up. Now it's right in line with that in our Super Bowl window. You get Tyler Booker. All right. Even if you get Ariant, what was my man? Ariante Ursery. Ariante Ursery. You get him in the second round. Give him a 4-year deal. I like it. It's very good. It's awesome, the fact that this draft is deep in offensive line. I'm not in a draft. Free agency. Some good guards out there. Good guards out there. And then you can draft. There's a good offensive lineman in this draft as well. So you can get them free agents and draft. Redo that offensive line. You come out with a brand new starting 5, probably 4, maybe 3, maybe 4. I mean, because what if you draft Will Campbell and you decide to kick him in the guard? Kick him in the guard. You sign Dahlman. You sign Dietzer from Detroit. You can draft another guard in the second round. Get an edge with the other second round pick. Told you, I'm good with Braxton Jones for another year. I'm good. It's not that bad. He's an above average left tackle. He's at his ceiling. I think with better players around him, he'll be even better. Because you all work in unison. If you see a good left tackle next year, fine. And if you find a left tackle that can replace Braxton Jones, bump it. Sorry, Braxton. Ryan Poles has already won that draft pick. To get a 5th rounder, 6th rounder, when was he? 5th or 6th round? To start for 3 years, 4 years at left tackle? Come on, man. Now, mind you, he wasn't a great left tackle. He wasn't, he wasn't Charles Leno. He's better than Charles Leno, the human turnstile. Airtight hearsay? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, man, Ariante Ursary? But can we talk about how stupid some of these drills are? Can we talk? I was so annoyed with the linemen yesterday. Not with them. With the lineman drills. Okay. First of all, why do you have linemen running a 40? Why? I swear, every single time I was waiting for someone to pop their hammy. I was waiting for one of them big boys to pop their hammy and set them back a couple of months. Thank goodness no one blew out a tire. Linemen don't run 40 yards down the field ever. If you're running 40 yards downfield, it's because you're going to celebrate with your teammates. Not in the field, not during the play. You don't run downfield 40 yards. So that's stupid. Then the one on the ground, the wave drill. The reason they do those things is they need stuff to do. They can't just have the lineman there to run their 40 and bench. This is why film is so important. This is why film is so God blessed important. Cornelius says trade back to the mid-first to get more picks. You can still get a quality guard or tackle. You could. You could. You very well could. Especially, and I'm more amenable to that, Cornelius, if we get Dahlman and Dietler or another guard, like Mekhi Becton. I know he's off an injury, so I'm just saying, but just another guard. If we get two pieces in an offensive line in free agency, I'm more than happy with trading back. More than happy with trading back. There was a lot of guys yesterday that I saw that I liked on this offensive line. Offensive line wise, I should say. I gave you 4, but there's some other ones as well. Because you have to remember, it doesn't matter if this is the best guard out there. Remember what I said about Trey Smith? They need the best guard, best available guards for the scheme that they're going to run. That's the $1 million question. Can they fit in the scheme that we're going to run? Because if they do, then you draft those guys. And they might be 3rd or 4th best guard and or tackle. And that's okay. But if they fit this scheme and they blend and they gel with the rest of their starting 5 on that offensive line, and the rest of the other 4, then it doesn't matter. Yes, we all want the best, but you don't necessarily need the best. You need the 5 best. The 5 best who work together. Like a hand in a glove. I'm not sure what you're saying, Junior. It says it's boring when O is a player, and it's boring to watch. What O are you talking about? You're saying it's boring when I was a player. You're watching the combine. Are you talking about the weight drill? And then they have the screen drill. Where you back up, hit, or you push down and you go out. This is why film's so important. Watch them. They ran screens. Everybody runs screens. So go watch, pull up a screen. You have guys who you have hey, give me all the screens they have from these 3 games, these 5 games, whatever. You have a guy, splices them together. Yeah. I'm wondering, that's a good question. colleges have to, or NFL or colleges have to have video guys. So people in AV part, like the media, now media's, communications is so huge. So everyone wants to have a podcast and do this. Well, they can have guys come in and edit film. So Monday morning, I need this cut up. So when I was after 2014, so I was still at Illinois Center for Broadcasting, and students need their editing hours. I was coaching at Bogan. We had after a game, we send the tape over to one of the youngsters who did it for intern hours, and they had cut up all the film. 4 ways. One was all offense. One was all defense. One was all special teams. So our individual coaches, we could watch it. So the offense, we go just offensive plays, just defensive plays, just special teams. And they did it obviously for free because they were trying to get their hours. But in the NFL, you don't have that. You got a video guy or a couple video guys. I just kind of lost where I was going with that. I lost where I was going with that. We were talking about the combine and some of the drills that they are running. And it's not a good representation. I know what's that other quarterback that what's his name? Jackson Dart, isn't it? Jackson Dart, isn't he the anyway, I think he had a good combine. But you also have to I think it is Jackson Dart. It's tough. It's very tough, and here's why. Quarterbacks, you're supposed to be able to hit all these receivers, hit various receivers that you've never worked with. You've never worked with these receivers. Never. These aren't your people, which is why they love pro day, which is why people don't want to throw at the combine. They'd rather throw at their pro day, which makes sense. I don't know how fast you are. I'm not timed up with you. I don't know if you're a jump up and go get it kind of guy, or if I just got to throw it out there, you'll run there and get it. And then I don't know your speed. All that has to be done on the fly. See, when you get drafted to a team, now you got OTAs, you got mini camp, you got training camp, you got all this time to work to gain some chemistry. So I understand why a lot of people don't want to throw it at the combine. They'd rather throw it at the pro day. It just like Shedeur Sanders and Cam Moore didn't throw it. They want to throw it at their pro day. I get it. He wants to throw to Joe Horn, who was there yesterday because Joe Horn Jr. He's trying to get combine, a higher draft selection. So he's got to be out there in front of the eyes. But you go back watch his pro day. He's going to be so comfortable. And it'll show teams, and it could move him up the board. Say, hey, listen, when he's comfortable with his quarterback, look what he does. Look at the way he runs his routes. Look at the way he catches the ball. I'll get the same dude that I'm seeing on tape once he's comfortable with his quarterback. That's the kind of guy I want. So it's tough for quarterbacks. Riley Leonard. What was the lefty? Jalen Milrose, the young man from Alabama. He said he tries to throw the ball too damn hard all the time. He's got to stop. He's got to stop. Man, he's got to stop. Man, that was rough yesterday with the way he was. Yeah. Yeah. So I should have put that up. I didn't have time. I liked this year. I really, really delved more and paid more attention to the big boys. All right, because obviously we need it. We need offensive line help, and apparently we have an issue evaluating offensive line. Despite the fact that your general manager who's selecting him is a former offensive lineman. Huh. Shirley says, I'll be ass off if Cleveland takes Shedeur Sanders after listening to Prime bitching and moaning about Caleb going to the Bears and how he won't let his son play for a cold weather team. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think they're getting Abdul Carter, Cleveland. I think they're going to get Abdul Carter. And that'd be a freaking one hell of a mess. Deal with the disgruntled Myles Garrett and Abdul Carter. If Myles Garrett stays, and Cleveland says they're not trading him, so find out. I like. Did you guys see? They had the one center, the kid from Texas. Gotta hope Cleveland takes him. Prime would pull. He would pull a revolt. Prime would tell the kid, "Nope, you sit out. You've already made how many millions of dollars in your NIL deal? You can live off of that. You can live off of that. As a young kid, a 22-year-old kid, you can't live off a couple $1 million? Come on. Come on. It's not like Shedeur Sanders has to help get mom out the hood. You come from money. You come from money. So you don't need to get mom out the hood. You got money. You got money in the last couple of years at NIL, a couple $1 million. You're good. Cornelius says the old lineman Poles has drafted have been good. It's the free agent old linemen that have been busts. Yeah. Done all right. Wasn't it done all right and Braxton? Only two, really? Small sample size. You know what I mean? Small sample size. I don't know. The free agent lone linemen, big time busts. Bust or they're hurt. Jared Wilson, Marshawn Wallace says, I like the center from Georgia who runs a 4.81. That was Jared Wilson. Where'd you go? Yep. 4.81. That was insane. Yeah, he was moving too, boy. He was moving. Got the center from Georgia, Jared Wilson. You have is it Pryor, the young man from Texas, is a center as well, left-handed center. So I'm very comfortable with this offensive line depth. And Cornelius, you're right. The jury's still out on Amagaji. It still is. We don't know. He could be a stud. He could be a stud at guard. Great feet. Maybe not great for an offensive tackle. But maybe it turns into him being a pretty good or even great guard. Who was the kid who was screaming the entire time he ran the 40? That was fun to watch. Wasn't that Dembo from Missouri? Was that Dembo, guys? The guy who was screaming down the when he's running his 40? Yeah, that was funny. And Dembo, the kid out of Missouri, is nice as well. There's a few. I'm telling you, this is a good draft. There's quite a few. Armand Membu. I said Dembu. Armand Membu. I think he was the dude who was running down screaming. I'm in much better spirits today after watching this combine. Knowing we have so many draft picks, 7 draft picks and 7 picks, 8 picks this year. We can get quality players. First 3 rounds, first should be a starter. Second should most likely be a starter. If not, definitely in a rotation, and third should be a backup to rotating. Cornelius is pounding the table for Kieran Amagaji. He's got all the measurables. Kieran just has to get healthy and have a full camp. Well, yeah, he's got the measurables. So do a lot of other people. Is he going to be good? And so I'm wondering. He seems, again, like another nice guy. I'm tired of nice guys. Give me football players. And some of them aren't very nice. Some of them have a chip on their shoulders. Some of them just have a bad attitude. It's okay. It's okay if they play. No, we're not talking about gangbanging and shooting people. No. But come on, you don't need to. Hell, some of the owners aren't even choir boys. I was going to get him rubbing tugs. Come on now. Stop holding these players to a standard that's unrealistic. They're human. They make mistakes. Stop holding them to a standard that is unrealistic. Anyone else excited about this draft? Who else? Who are you? Who's excited? And who's your number 1 pick, or our number 1 pick in your estimation? Who are the Bears taking at 10? Or are they trading back? If they trade back, where are they trading and who are they taking? Put it here in the comments. Put it right here in the comments. Mr. Shorty says he's stoked for the draft. And you should be. You damn well should be. This is going to be a good draft. This is a franchise-altering draft. It's got to be. Yeah, Junior says Armand Membu was the guy screaming during the 40. Yep. The guy with the shorty says, I think they trade back and take Simmons. The kid from OSU, Ohio State, is recovering from an injury, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, grown man Christmas. I'm fired up about it. Seeing the quantity of quality of quality O linemen yesterday was refreshing. it was refreshing. Because there are quite a few, and you're like, wow, people can't just take linemen. They got to take defensive tackles. They got to take linebackers. They got to take edge. They got to take DBs. They got to take running backs. People still need quarterbacks. Like, wow, that's a lot of different picks. There's going to be a lot of these guys later in the draft. Now, if the Dub says trade up and take the best defensive superstar. Well, you got to see how free agency plays out. And there comes the dilemma. With number 10, do you trade back? Do you keep it? If you keep it, what if Will Campbell and Kelvin Banks are gone? I'm trying to think of his name. So you take Booker. What if he's gone? Now, I don't anticipate it. We got 2 quarterbacks that are going first round for sure. Where's Shador and Cam Ward go? We don't know. Abdul Carter is going to go up top. Who's going to be the biggest surprise? Who's going to make a move in the first round? Who's going to make a splashy move in the first round? Jump up to get a guard, get a tackle, get an edge rusher. Who do you think is going to jump up and have the biggest jump and make the biggest impact to get a trade in the first round? I got to think too. Can't think. But we have for Gonzalez says for sure O-lineman in free agency and a young stud D tackle or edge is my guess at 10. Cheaper to pay O-lineman than an elite edge rusher. Okay. Yeah, give me at least 2 guys on the offensive line in free agency. Please. One's got to be Dahlman. One has to be Dahlman. Has to be. Has to be. But I got one person who said they're fired up. Because imagine what Caleb can do if he has time. Church checking in. What's up, Papa? Good morning. Imagine what Caleb can do if he has time. If he has time. That's all we're asking for. Get him time. Give him some time. I think it's going to be an interesting offense. First year, play caller, still trying to learn. I'm not play caller. Let me take that back. First year in the new system for Caleb and everybody else on this offense. It's going to take a minute. Maybe start gelling week 8 to 10, somewhere in there. Hopefully your schedule's easier. Hopefully. But this offense is going to, I'm hoping, look like a true offense. If it starts to look like, and it's not going to look like Detroit, but if it starts to move like Detroit, where they start scoring points, and they come together a lot quicker than we anticipate, and I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket that it's going to, but that's still a valid possibility. Bears are in a good spot. All right, whether you're talking about the stadium, still wanting this in the lakefront. When you're talking with the direction of the franchise, you got a new quarterback, a franchise quarterback, who, despite all the craziness in his locker room, Still had a decent year. You got the hottest coach in this coaching cycle. Sounds like Jay-Z. I got the hottest girl in the chain. Where am my game? Or, I got the hottest girl in the game. Where am my chain? We got Ben Johnson. That was priority number one. We got him. Now continue to be as good as you were in Detroit. Continue to be innovative. Continue to be unorthodox. Continue to be you. Because the you that I think you are is a hell of a play caller, can scheme anybody open. You did it last couple of years with Detroit. Now I want it done here. So I think there was something I missed today. No. Oh, okay. This isn't necessarily Bears talk, but the New York Jets have announced that they're going to release Davante Adams. This is according to Ian Rappaport. He said the Jets are now taking calls on big-name wide receiver Davante Adams, open to trading him prior to the start of the league year. No surprise with his 38.2 cap number. They can't get a daily deal. They're expected to release Adams, who can now rejoin his quarterback Aaron Rodgers with a new team. So if they can't find a trade partner, like, all right, we're just cut our losses. I'm anxious to see how this plays out. Pardon me. I'm anxious to see how this season plays out, because you're in a much better spot to address the issue that's been a problem for a long time. Both issues. Mainly the main issue is the offensive line, because that would have given any other preceding quarterbacks a fighting chance. I don't know why. When I see who they pick, it's gonna. If it's Will Campbell or Kelvin Banks, I'm ecstatic. Tyler Booker, I'm ecstatic. One of those three. We need to get in the first round. One of those three. So if we do, this season's going to turn around quick, fast, in a hurry. So, man, dude, 3 hours is come and gone. Unbelievable, guys. You guys have been phenomenal. Chat has been on fire. Happy birthday, Monica. Hey, Monica and Jeremiah. I'm about to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, my goodness. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. This will replay at 6 p.m. tonight, Central Time. Also, don't forget to stay tuned to Lakina McGee and Sydney Brown, Second City Sports. They take you on another 2-hour tour of the island. Oh, what did I say? Tour of the island. And that island being Chicago sports. There's a lot to talk. So they're at 12:15. I will be on. Again, this will be replayed at 6. Guys, have a phenomenal day. You know, like I always tell you, make sure your loved ones know you love them. All right? Because tomorrow is promised to no one. Okay, promise to no one. Hung out with a buddy of mine. His son was named a Catholic League MVP of basketball, and he just got named to the second team, Chicago Sun-Times all area team, all city team, all area really. So I saw his son at the game at his game. They won the sectional at Brooks, so I'm gonna go watch them tomorrow. But again, make sure your loved ones know you love them. It is this thing we call life is fast, goes super fast. So make sure you don't forget to tell those you love them that you love them. All right, listen, folks. I'm gonna get out of here. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm the boy. I'm the boy. Can't even speak. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. You have a phenomenal day. I'll see you live again on Wednesday. For everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, the boy, the SuperBack, I am out.